Hey, what is going on, everybody? You found Nintoonist here with another Super Smash Bros. Matchup analysis video. I made one of these a while back with the Mario vs. Luigi matchup because I was in like a once in a blue moon scenario, and I found a really good Luigi on For Glory. And that was right after he got nerfed, actually. And I was, struggling to beat this guy. But once I, adapted and learned the matchup, I was able to beat him pretty easily. But, that was a while back, and this is the Mario vs. Peach matchup. Me playing against Losho, or Lasho. I don't know how it's pronounced. Sorry, Mike. But, yeah. He was for a while. I don't know if he still is. He was the third best Peach player in the state for Melee. And that was the game where Peach was top tier in. She was really, really good in that game. But he can play a pretty mean Peach in this game, too. I mean, Peach as a whole really isn't that different in this game. Just a few, minor, nerfs here and there, but, really, it's nothing too severe. Personally, I think she has the potential to be a top-tier character in this game. If, her footstool, combos that, the Japanese players, optimized were optimized here in the US. Because Slayers is, the best Peach in the US here, I would say. And he isn't really on par with, the Japanese players. So, yeah, there's that, I suppose. Oh my god, the up B at the top, oh my god. But, yeah, this video is going to talk about the matchup between Mario and Peach and what stages benefit each character in what way. Right now, I just noticed I just brought up a little chart on the graph. A little chart on the screen. And that is a left to right chart, Mario being at the left, Peach at the right, of what stages tend to lean a little more towards that character. You notice how I put town and city right there, not exactly in the middle, but slightly left of the middle. That's because that stage can go either way for Mario or Peach, but it does slightly favor Mario for one very important reason that we will get to later on in the video. So, without any further ado, let's start the show, guys. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, did I time that right? I hope I did. Alright, whatever. So, this stage, Battlefield, starting at the left end of the spectrum for my man, Mario. I talked about how this stage, or showed at least, that this stage generally leans a little bit towards Mario's favor, and I'll explain why now. This stage has platforms and is also a very small stage. And respectively, because it has platforms, it makes it really, really easy for Mario to do his up tilt to up air to up B string combos. It makes it really easy for him to do that. It also makes it more easy for him to play the neutral because Mario is a rushdown character and he's really, really fast and aggressive with his combos. And what you want to do with any character against Mario, especially one that's floaty and defensive as Peach, you're going to want to try and negate his approach as best as you can. See? That was a good up tilt to a forward air string right there. And here's Lasho. He likes to delay the inevitable for, as long as he can. Just to be a dick, to waste my time. But, yeah. What you want to do with Mario is that you're going to want to negate his approach. And with Peach, the best way to do that is by turnip camping. And because this is a small stage, Peach really doesn't have too much room to do that. She can't really do that. She just has to, play the neutral a little bit with Mario, and you don't really want to do that because once Mario gets in, he'll be able to combo her to pieces. And that is saying a big part about this matchup because what should be a big part of the matchup in Peach's favor is that she should be able to escape Mario's combos more easily than she can because of how light she is. That is not true though. Mario can actually combo Peach very easily, and I don't exactly know why, but she just can. It's probably something to do with her gravity, even though she's a much more floatier character. I feel like she would be a little more like Jigglypuff in escaping his combos, but that, unfortunately for Peach, is not the case, and that plays a big part in Mario winning the matchup as a whole. But speaking for both characters here, what you want to do, or now should I say what you never want to do, is be above the character. You see, those juggles that Peach just did on me? Peach generally wants to do the same thing as Mario, but just like the differences between a woman and a man, we each just have, different ways of going about things. Mario just wants to get his up B, up tilt strings done. He wants to grab, do up tilt, up air, and Peach wants to do the same thing, but Peach has to put in a little more work in the neutral because of how, because of the slower speed of the character and due to her weight against Mario in the matchup with her being a lightweight. Because Mario is stronger than he looks. He'll be able to take her down pretty easily, as you will see, because at the end of this match, I actually finished Peach off on the top platform with an up air. And that is not supposed to be Mario's kill moves, at least not at a percent as low as 116. Rage might have had something to do with it, but either way, that move should not have killed, but it wound up doing so anyway. Moving on to Dreamland here, we have the second stage at the end of the spectrum, and first thing I want to notice here is that just look at the layout for Dreamland. What does it remind you of? If it reminds you of Kirby, well, yeah, that's because it's from a Kirby game, obviously, but what else does it remind you of? Battlefield. You see, Peach was doing the same thing to me just now? She was juggling me with her up airs. She was doing the same thing that Mario is supposed to do, and she was able to do that easily because this stage has the same layout as Battlefield, and in this game, it's essentially the same thing. In Melee, players counterpick to Dreamland, or they go to Dreamland because Dreamland has a ridiculously high ceiling. So like lighter characters like Jigglypuff and Peach could survive much easier on that stage. But Dreamland in this game, the ceiling was drastically reduced. And now the stage is just a slightly bigger version of Battlefield. I only put Dreamland closer to Peach's spectrum because, first of all, she can do that. Like, the gaps are much wider, so she'll be able to float out and potentially gimp opponents who are easily gimpable, such as Mario. And she can also throw turnips at the right time, like, so to not waste your jump, like I did. See, I wasted my jump, and she threw that turnip, and I wound up eating the dirt because of it. But the main reason I put this stage closer to Peach is because it's slightly bigger, like I said. Peach has a little bit more room to turnip camp. And what you want to do with Mario is that you gotta camp him out to negate his approaches. So then Peach will eventually be able to come in with a dash attack to start her up air strings again. However, the stage still does benefit Mario because Battlefield benefits Mario, and Dreamland is essentially just a slightly bigger Battlefield. So Mario can do his combos almost just as easily as he can on Battlefield. Now, I want to note a quick little thing here. This has nothing to do with the matchup, but in another match that me and him played on Dreamland, he started camping me out on the ledge a little bit and doing fairs, and at one point, I just got so greedy and impatient that I went off and tried to fair him, and I got punished for it. This is because the gaps on Dreamland are bigger, and Peach has more space to float around and camp and do her own little Peachy Royal thing. And because I got too greedy and went for a forward air when I really should not have gone for a forward air. So, big rule of Smash Brothers, regardless of what character you play, don't get greedy. Moving on to Town and City, guys, and before I start here, I know this stage is supposed to be in the middle, but this particular game is going to look really, really dominant in Mario's favor. That's just because Lasho was making a few mistakes here and there, like just jumping right into me when I could easily just do a fair and get him out of there. Really quick 0 to death right at the beginning there. But this stage still can go either way, but it does benefit Mario for one main reason. Town and City has really small blast zones. I believe, I might be wrong about this, but I believe out of all the starter stages, if not out of all the competitive stages for Smash 4, I believe it has the smallest blast zones. And for a character as powerful as Mario, that's good. For a character as light as Peach, that's bad. Lighter characters want bigger stages so they can have more room to survive when they get hit by big hits, such as Mario's up smash. And Mario is supposed to do lots of up smashes in the neutral, lots of pivot up smashes, perfect pivot up smashes, to try and get a quick hit in on their opponent. And if Peach gets hit by that, she could likely die at like 100%, even with just a little bit of rage on the Mario's end. So that is why this stage generally prefers Mario, but it also can go kind of well for Peach because the stage is sort of medium-sized. Peach does have sort of good room to what do you call it, turnip camp, but not too much because the platforms, they move, and there's no, like, stationary position for Peach to be able to turnip camp, so that stage generally slightly favors Mario, but it can go well for Peach because, like I said, the platforms are a random variable, and, yeah, depending on where the platforms are, like, Mario might be able to do his combos, Peach might be able to do her combos, they might not be able to do their combos. It's sort of like the RNG. That's like the Fountain of Dreams of this game, basically. Here we have FD, Final Destination, or the Yoshi's Woolly World, Omega version of it. We never wound up playing on actual Final Destination, but Omega stages, besides like the walls and stuff that you can wall jump on, are generally the same. So let's just all pretend that this is regular Final Destination real quick, alright? Now, this stage, we're starting to get on Peach's side of the spectrum, because this stage is really big, higher blast zones, and there are no platforms for Mario to do his combos on. But Peach, if she's able to get Mario above him, she can just start floating and will be able to get some up air strings against him if the Mario doesn't DI it exactly right. And also, the stage is bigger on the floor, so she has much more room to turn up camp. You guys see what I'm getting at right now, right? And apparently, you can't even cape her like 2-3 times on the side of the stage and kill her. So, you know, like, I guess she's got that going for her too. I was laughing so hard in-game when that happened, it was ridiculous. But this stage benefits Peach more because she's a projectile-heavy character and there are no platforms for Mario to approach on. The biggest crappy thing about Mario is that he's not good at approaching, and if you take away platforms on a stage, you're making his already bad approach options even worse. So Mario can't even do his combos anymore. He can't approach because there are no platforms. He can't do combos because there are no platforms. So that stage is a stage that definitely generally favors Peach. And now we have Smashville, which is the last stage that I believe favors Peach. And I might just be basing this, like, I don't know if this is all the way on the right of the spectrum. Like, Final Destination might be better, but this match just went horribly. It was the only match we played on Smashville. I don't know why, but that's just what it was. But he just doodled me the entire time. He was able to escape my combos really easily for some reason. He was able to combo me better because Peach combos better with platforms. Like the 3-layer platform layout, the top platform, and then 2 platforms in the, like, the middle area or whatever. You know what I'm saying, like the Battlefield or Dreamland loadout. But Peach doesn't necessarily need that because Peach has the unique ability to be able to float in the air. And if she's able to space Mario out well on a stage like Smashville or FD, then Mario just won't be able to approach at all. That and Peach can also camp even better than she normally can because of the platform that moves left and right. The platform is never in one stationary position, and even if it was in a stationary position, Mario wouldn't necessarily be able to do like the stringy combos he can do on Battlefield and Dreamland because there's no top platform. There's just one platform. So if you're trying to edge guard Peach and you're trying to get like a down throw to an up tilt to an up air to like a forward air, the only real way Mario can do that, especially against a character as floaty as Peach, is if that platform is there. And you kind of just gotta hope the platform is there because the platform, it's a moving platform. It just does whatever it wants, basically. So Peach has the benefit of not necessarily needing platforms to combo Mario because Peach's neutral is much better. Like I said, she has the unique ability to be able to float, and if Peach zones out Mario properly, which she already does to Mario pretty well, then Mario's just gonna have a really hard time approaching. The only way he's gonna be able to approach is if the platform is like there to aid him, and like I said, the platform just does whatever it wants. It's not ever guaranteed to be in one spot for like a certain like period of time. So Peach can out-neutral Mario pretty hard on this stage. She has plenty of room to turnip camp. She has plenty of room to float camp, and Mario can't necessarily do his combos to Peach on this stage. Whereas Peach can, because if Peach is floating, she might be able to get some good up air strings on him, whereas Mario can't. He has to rely on things like down throw fair, and at certain percents against a floaty character like Peach, like you saw I tried to do there, down throw fair doesn't always work. Peach needs to be at a higher percent. And if Peach is able to camp him out hard enough and space him out hard enough and zone him out hard enough, and stay on the platform long enough so Mario can't get any up smashes on him, then I think Peach could solidly win on this stage. If she just plays all of her cards right, then I think Smashville is definitely the best choice for Peach. Definitely a better choice for a projectile-heavy character like her. See? Just a frying pan to the face immediately when I try to approach, because she's just, like, sitting there on the platform, like, having herself a nice little tea party by herself, you know, with her and her turnips. So that stage, I think, benefits Peach better. I don't know about the counterpick stages. Me and Lasho never really played on the counterpick stages very much. We kind of just stuck to, like, the starter stages because I don't know if it's just me, but, like, Smash 4's counterpicks are some pretty wonky stages. I mean, Melee has Pokemon Stadium, which is already a wonky stage. We have Delfino, Lilac Cruise, which I think could honestly benefit Peach better than Mario. And, Duck Hunt, which is a stage that I hate. And also Halberd. Oh my god, don't get me started on Halberd. Alright, but, one thing I forgot to mention is that if Peach is camping you really hard and you're a Mario, don't ever approach with Nair. That's a big no-no. Unless, like, your guys are right in front of each other and you just need to whip out a short hop attack really quickly, then, other than that, don't go for a Nair. Like, if, like, Peach is just camping you on one side and you need to hit her, don't jump in with a Nair. For Mario, that's a big no-no-no-no-no. You don't want to do that. It's the best way to get shield grabbed. This matchup is sort of like the standard man-woman love story in a sense. They both want the same thing, that up air, up B combo, but they just have different ways of going about it, and that's where the clashes begin. That was a weird analogy, I don't know. Also, if your opponent was camping you the whole time like Lasho was, why not go for the disrespect? Am I right? It's like a reverse pineapple, basically, because we were on Dreamland. Alright, guys, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope you learned something as well, learned about the matchup to help improve yourself as a player. Because that's what competitive Smash Brothers is all about getting better and having fun while doing it. That's gonna do it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did in fact enjoy this video. Follow me on Facebook and on Twitter, and donate to my Patreon if you want to help support me directly. And that's just gonna do it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will gladly see you next time.